I waste a lot of time watching even more time probably watching long form things because it's an OCD. It's like, no, I have to finish this or something's wrong with me.
Yep.
But that's what's wrong with me. It's an inception of wrongness. It's a serious mental illness.
Real Firm. He's the realest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Real Firm podcast.
Woo!
We're back with the one and only Rockstar Life.
With one word and three eyes.
Yes, sir. We had a few in-betweens, and we're back to what kind of started it out in this couch here.
You know, this couch is the second most recognized couch on the internet.
Let's make it so. Yeah, we're chilling, having a good old time. We did the interviews off the domes, which was released recently. If you haven't checked that out, check it out. It's about the length of this podcast, but with different people at a show. And we're doing it again tomorrow.
We are, and it's going to be fun, and this time it's going to be even better. I have a feeling about it, Firm.
Well, everything will improve with time every time.
Exactly. You know, just better. We get better.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, the topic of today is the social media, the TikTok in particular.
So
hold on. It's OCD. There we go.
Oh, thank you. So today's topic is TikTok. So Firm has an affiliation with TikTok where it is, well, not an affiliation.
Very strong opinions.
He has very strong opinions. So I would like to ask him, so Firm, for the fans out there, they want to know, what do you think about TikTok?
So it's a long story.
We got time.
Here's the thing. The platform, I think it's actually really awesome. How it has allowed the growth and explosion of many careers of aspiring entertainers and whatnot. I think that's awesome. I think the algorithm, these Chinamen.
I'm sorry.
Oh
my God! It's the full-blown Italian has just came out, and you all witnessed it.
I didn't mean to be
if you're
racist,
on YouTube,
I swear.
if you're on Spotify and stuff like that, you should have seen it.
The Chinese company ByteDance,
yes,
who owns and CapCut, which is a great.
God, I love CapCut.
There's a lot of but anyway, the way they really figured it out. A lot of thoughts are coming to my mind about that now. But yeah, but what I was saying is the way that they made it so easy for things to be shown.
Yeah.
Because YouTube kind of was originally that when it first came out. People were just uploading things and then they became
long form, you know.
But not even necessarily. It was just like the first upload video, anyone can see it, and you can gain some kind of crowd to listen to what you're saying or watch what you're doing, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got enslaved to the ads, and then the whole thing,
the adpocalypse and all that jazz.
And it made it a lot harder to get discovered on YouTube. And so TikTok kind of came around and made that cool again. But the main thing...
they said, make YouTube cool again.
Yeah. Donald Trump loves China.
You know?
Anyway.
Well.
So, no, but the main... I hate TikTok not because of the fact that it's TikTok. I'm just never a fan of short form...
content.
It never made sense to me, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to enjoy short-form content. Obviously, a large majority, people are on the run. They want to be entertained, but they can't be entertained for that long.
Yeah.
Totally understand, nothing wrong with that. Me personally, I'm on like the other extreme of this. I'm just way too OCD. I focus too much. Talking about distractions. No, but the opposite. I don't like being the idea of like only like when I get interested in something, I want it to engulf. it's
You
also
want to marinate in
an
it.
addictive thing where like when I enjoy content, it's usually I'm binge watching a 10 episode Netflix series.
Mhm.
I'm watching a 3-hour podcast. If I don't have time to finish it, I will go back to exactly where I left off and watch it till the very end. I'll
Yep.
skip through the ads if I
Of
can.
course.
But unless the ad's interesting for some reason.
Oh, speaking of interesting, there's a Mr. Gigi has the most interesting ads. But anyways, that's
There's some
besides the
there's some
point.
people that
There's
do
some people that like
very entertaining
oh
ads.
god, their sponsorship ads are just mwah. Shout out to Mr. Gigi.
Shout out
fucking
to him.
amazing.
I don't know who he is, but cool.
Oh, I'll show you later after
But-
the episode.
Yeah, a lot. So, well, what an interesting thing is, I never the first time I realized back in, I think it was before TikTok, when I was living in Brooklyn, and yeah, shout out to the great borough of New York City, Brooklyn. Excuse me. Sorry.
It's Halloween. We've been drinking.
Yeah, it is currently Halloween, but not when you're hearing or seeing this. My friend was like on Instagram. Like we on Instagram, I used Instagram since I like learned about it to connect with friends, whatever. And he's like he's very ADD person like yourself, and not that it really matters, but he's a lot like just the kind of thing where it's like nothing's happening, I'm gonna look at my phone.
Yep.
And a lot of the times we were hanging out, and I'm like, what do you? He kept showing me things on Instagram, and I'm like, what? How? Where are you seeing this? And he was like, oh, you go to the discover part. Like, I didn't even know discovering things was a thing on Instagram. I was just like,
Say it.
I see what my friends are doing, and then I leave.
He's like Christopher Columbus did what?
yeah.
Even though he didn't.
But then ever since then, I was like, oh, people are like obsessing over what's coming out and then quickly going to the next thing. That was the first time I noticed that. And then TikTok has just been extreme version of that.
Oh, it is so extreme. It is. Let me tell you, as someone, we are both neurotypical.
Neurodivergent.
We're neurodivergent.
Atypically.
We are not like normal people. So the quick rush of sounds when you flick through TikToks is just.
That's the other thing.
Oh my God! It is so overwhelming in so many senses. Where it's like it's a weird feeling of like my ear feels a weird texture. I don't understand it, but
And
FERM is
the
worse than
quality
me.
of different. Well, that's another. The other thing is, it's not that I don't. It's not just that I don't enjoy just going through different things. It's the actual like opening the app. Thank God, I use it to upload to things so I can get more exposure because of what I was saying before. Their fantastic algorithm, but not too long ago they put in a mute on open option.
Oh, I remember.
I couldn't even open the fucking thing.
I remember. Listen, all right. So if you're on YouTube.com/@RealFerm. When I would see him open the phone, sometimes when he wasn't ready. So if you're on the YouTube app and not on Spotify, I'll explain it to you afterwards. But he would like open it, beep beep. Oh shit! He'd fucking drop it sometimes just because it was just so much. So,
Yeah,
but now
I'm like, let me go on TikTok because I have to put this thing up, or somebody sent me something. I open the app. Hey, beep 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 beep
Yep.
beep. It's a
of-
fucking carnival assaulting my ears and
It
eyes,
is.
and I'm like, whoa, I'm not ready to consume this.
it absolutely is.
And I don't think obviously the majority of people aren't the same way. I'm just autistic in that way. I don't know.
It's an artistic thing. An autistic. Wait, no. Sue me. What was it? Autist. We are both autists. Well, he's a little more autistic than I am. But
Probably.
But since we're autists, it's like it's too much. It's just there's a lot of sounds going on. It takes a lot of mental focus to be able to watch multiple in a row.
Yeah.
especially when you're scrolling through it and every
I can't like
video
it
is different
blows
sound. Oh
my
my!
mind. How and again, this is not. I'm not at all. It may sound like I'm disparaging the 90% of people in my age group that use it. I'm not. I'm truly not. I'm just explaining my own experience with it. It has nothing to do. Now I've always been, and still am, a very counterculture. If everybody's doing something, I don't want to do it.
Exactly.
This is
trending. This trending. Fuck that.
This is genuinely not that. I try. It is like literally. It hurts my soul.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't fully explain
You
it.
want to know something weird about it too, because I am a firm. I'm a firm user of YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. Like, I scroll through it just like TikTok.
So why do you like that better?
There is, I don't know why. I think because YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels gives me different things more often than TikTok. I'm not 100% sure, but TikTok will give me some of the same exact things, but the same exact things with different frequencies.
Okay.
And there will come like a point where I'm like, I'm 10 videos in and I'm just scrolling and I'm like, I can't can't do it anymore. Then you know what I do? I go immediately to either YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels, which is the same thing, but maybe their algorithm is just a little bit better.
Definitely different.
And maybe it's because the China what's the China company?
ByteDance.
ByteDance. Maybe it's because the TikTok that we use right now in America isn't really as much of ByteDance as it used to be. So, like, for instance,
I mean, in China, they only they have like much more restrictions.
Oh,
they're trying to control our population.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is
and their own people. They're like, no, you can only watch educational videos and 3 hours a day or whatever the rules are.
And so, whatchamacallit? So what I used to do for content was those little like filter things, like what Disney character would you be? What this would you be? These little AI like filters, they're fun. You know, they're cool. So, but then when I like go scroll on shit, it's the same exact thing on my page. Now, for my girl's page, everything is different because she uses it more. So maybe I have to use it more in order for my For You page to go.
I think for sure to
be better, but because of how convoluted my page is, I don't want to use it.
So basically, you're saying it's not giving you what you want to hook you in. It failed.
Let's do
it failed on you.
The YouTube because it goes to like what my subscribing pages and the pages that are like the subscribing pages, and maybe because I have more time on YouTube.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the thing. So I would imagine because I'm a firm user. I'm a firm user of YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, and they pull from my subscribers and stuff like that and people I follow. Maybe if I did the same on TikTok, maybe this is an epiphany moment.
Yeah, guys. Try it out.
But, it's just so convoluted and just so much. It's I don't know.
Well, once again, I don't. Never once have I been tempted to go to the Reels or Shorts page of YouTube. It doesn't make sense to myself. I don't know.
It is be grateful though, because it is such a mind-numbing.
Well, listen,
here's
the thing. I waste a lot of time watching even more time probably watching long form things because it's an OCD. It's like, no, I have to finish this or something's wrong with me.
Yep.
But that's what's wrong with me. It's an inception of wrongness. It's a serious mental illness, but that's what it is. It's just like, no, I want to be I want to hear someone talking about. I want to hear 2 people or 3 people talking to each other for 3 hours, and then sometimes it'll be the podcast or whatever I'm listening to will end. I'll be like, no, I wish it kept going because I don't want it to end.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine saying, 15 seconds and something different 15 seconds. If somebody captured me and wanted to torture me for information or something, there you go.
No. He's joking about that. Listen, Al Qaeda, please. He's joking about that. What he wants is he
I
wants
don't want
you.
anyone to capture and torture me. I'm
So
just
if
saying.
you torture him, just make him watch Joe Rogan the entire time.
Well, then that wouldn't be torture.
I'm lying to them. I'm making them so you would actually
God
enjoy
damn.
your torture session.
Well, I have a good. So here's the downside of me not being receptive to these things.
Yes.
It feels a lot like I live under a rock when I converse with other people, whether it's in real life or on the internet.
Yeah.
Because they'll talk about some trend that everyone sees when everyone's on their short reels,
Oh, yeah.
TikToks, and I'm just not there. So I'm like, what? You got to tell me about it or something because I don't know. So there is that downside, and because of what we do here or what I do in general, it probably better that I know what's going on in internet culture. I know what's going on in the world because I read like news articles and stuff, but trends and stuff I don't really.
I think it'd be better for the long run for you to continue to being like how you are because you're not
Well, yeah,
following
I'm not gonna
trends. You're
change.
just doing yourself, which is a big difference. So we might not be getting thousands and thousands and thousands of views at the moment, but because you're being yourself and you're not following with trends, we're not going to get that short term. But long term, though, I
Yeah,
guarantee
it's
you, you're clip this. I don't know what episode this is, but clip this in the future when this happens. When you say some shit that is literally a trend, all of a sudden, what you say is a trend just
Well,
for you
that-
being you.
Yes, that
You start the
that's
trend
the
and
other,
not follow them.
That this is the balance, the yin and yang of everything. The quick on the creator side, most of the time, it's a lot easier. Again, thanks to TikTok's algorithm, and Instagram Reels is pretty good at serving things to people that you wouldn't have. Not to mention the boosting and stuff. But we won't get into that because that adds a whole other layer. If you go viral relatively to your whatever that means to you, the chances of you sustaining that, it's fine. The chances of you sustaining that engagement after that one viral moment is much lower.
Yeah, it most
than
definitely is.
slowly building up people that are like,
Oh shit!
getting to know you.
We both watched that when we both went live for the first time. So when
that's it. I forgot about that. But that was super short. That was a random.
We were separately. These are like weeks apart from one another. But when he went live for the first time and when I went live for the first time were like the exact same experiences where it was like, holy shit. We have like 600 people watching. This is awesome.
On TikTok live.
On TikTok.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we did it more.
Not even more the fact that within that live, the numbers went up and down within 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
So it gives you it's a casino of social media, literally.
Oh yeah, and
it's like playing a slot machine. Like, I got the numbers. Oh, I lost it all.
Yeah.
Let me go back and try to get them again.
I guarantee you, if we had big old bitties and we had a big old
That does
butt,
make it easier.
we would be on that page like there's no tomorrow. But due to the fact that we, as a comment has said that we look like two meth heads.
Who said that? I don't know what you're talking
somewhere
about.
on TikTok. I think it's funny. Though.
Oh.
So
Okay.
someone said we look like two meth heads, and we have a penis. We
That's
are
fine.
not able to get as far as we were able to do, but that's okay, baby.
Well, here's an idea.
Yes.
That's very popular. We can transition.
Now
I'm kidding. That's a whole thing.
You have broken a rock star. I don't know what else to say. Political. No, let's not do this.
I'm just.
We could actually go viral for that. Let's be
Yeah,
real,
but then we'd be stuck with breast implants and estrogen, and
we could be
probably wouldn't
like
be comfortable with that.
fucking. No, let's not do this.
No, we're not. I just decided
what's
that
that
was
swimmer? No, never mind. Anyways,
Leah Thomas.
So yes, Leah Thomas. We'd be like Leah Thomas. We'd be number one when we're really number 2,000. Whatever the fuck. Anyways, so
Yeah.
so we had that one episode that one day where we talked about scams and shit like that, right? You remember
Yeah,
that episode? I don't remember what episode that was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like music industry Just
No,
like
not
touching-
scams, but like where I talked about Instagram scams, where I got a
Yeah,
the
yeah,
service
yeah.
and stuff like that.
I think that was, but it was part of the. Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So we'll find that episode and it'll be somewhere around where you can watch it if you want to watch it. If you don't, you don't. That's okay. So I got scammed like that on TikTok too.
Recently
Recently,
that I don't know about.
you do know about it. I'm at 7,000 fucking followers on TikTok
Wait, why is that a scam?
because I get like 2 fucking likes a post.
Oh.
Oh my god, I don't know
Oh,
what to do.
like the yeah. I don't.
Ugh.
That's
Why is it so
that
hard?
that is another problem with TikTok.
Jesus.
Because it's so it is flooded with troll farms and bot farms, which also Twitter's. Side note, you heard that like stat that 80 like when they did like a query or query like QUERY
Yeah.
not the census or something like 80% of Twitter users were
Bots.
run by like Russian troll farms or something like that.
That sounds about right.
Well, they're not like each account isn't run by an individual that has their own life. It's like people trying to control narratives and
Yeah,
so that happens on TikTok
so
too.
there's
I would
a
assume.
all right. So you ever watched the Amazon series The Boys?
Not entirely,
You
but I know
should.
about it.
You absolutely should.
Superhero
You
stuff turns me
absolutely
off, to be honest.
Well, so
but
this is superhero stuff, but
I
real
know
life.
I've seen an episode. It's just not something I would go to
Well,
myself.
I will tell the viewers then, because then don't watch it. But for the viewers that have watched it, there's an episode where there is a female who matches the same energy as Homelander. And she basically uses this whole thing where she has a bunch of... How she explains it is nerds. And she basically gets them all to make these all memes and stuff like that. She basically controls the narrative by
Oh.
people making these memes and also the jazz. So it's the same thing with what Twitter is. So they basically did a hit on Twitter without even knowing that it was a hit on Twitter, which is very fucking funny.
Oh wow!
So now TikTok is
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
like
yeah.
almost there. Now I wonder what billionaire, in the comments below, what billionaire will buy TikTok next?
Oh, I don't think you can fuck with China.
No, I don't think you can either.
I don't think it would have to be maybe Donald, big old Donnie T. Can do it.
Donnie, good old Donnie.
Donnie T.
Shit, Donnie, good old Donnie, whatever you want.
Buy up.
I'm not political.
Nah, I don't think he would want to. I don't know.
No. Well, they keep saying China's going to take over, but I mean, we're just
That's
going to
just-
implode.
Well, okay, back to TikTok.
yeah, go ahead.
I genuinely like it. The die is cast or something. I don't know, whatever the fucking saying is. It seems to me like everything they say, what originally, like when TikTok was first becoming like in the cultural zeitgeist of like even like people who don't use it know about it because everyone's using it,
Yes.
and then some states are trying to ban it because you're stealing your data. It's a Chinese spy.
Well, it's in the terms of service.
Which of course they're using your data, whatever. But not just that. It's like the CapCut thing, which is run by ByteDance.
Oh, it's so awesome.
It's awesome, but when you're on your computer, it's not as good. It doesn't have the same features that it's on the app.
Oh my god.
It's like
no.
They
listen.
They are subliminally programming. Hold on.
Yeah,
They're
go ahead.
subliminally programming people to gravitate towards their mobile device instead of anything else, so that you get on the app that they want you to get on with the device. So in the future, they know exactly everyone's patterns in that way, and it's all on your
Yep.
I don't know, it's some Mark of the Beast type shit.
It is literally oh my god. So all right, for y'all that are just listening and you haven't seen, I was ready to fucking go off, and FERM knows this, and that's why he said hold on.
Go off.
So I'm about to go the fuck off real quick. Listen, I love CapCut. It's so fucking easy
fantastic.
to use. There's so many filters. It's so fucking nice in every single fashion of the way on the fucking phone. Now, most of the footage that we create is on the computer. So they have a computer app and they have a website, right, where you can actually edit stuff.
And a downloadable desktop
That's
app.
the desktop app. So now on the mobile phone, we have everything that you could want. It's fucking on there. It's so awesome. Now, let's say you want to edit some film on the fucking website. Well, if you want to do the text, like the text that you will see, the auto lyrics
specifically,
they don't fucking have that. Now, and also if you want to do the auto captions, I found this out. If you want to do the auto captions on the website, it's not as good as on the phone at all. Oh, wait, you want to do the auto face tracking thing. You can't do that on the fucking website. Okay, cool. There's an app for it on the computer. Go to the app. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. Go to the app. You can't fucking utilize all of the fucking things. You can only do the auto captions, not auto lyrics, on the app on the fucking computer. You can only do... yeah, that's it. You can only do a follow thing in a very mild sense compared to on the phone. You can't do the auto where it's one word at a time on the computer at all. On the phone is where you can use everything. So literally, as he just said, the only way you can utilize the entirety of the app, which CapCut, this is why it's relevant in case y'all are lost, CapCut and TikTok are owned by the same company. The only way to use that app to its full potential is on your fucking phone, which is so annoying.
And it literally, though, it logically doesn't make sense because it's so much harder to. I mean, it's like when you have a mouse and a keyboard, the ease and quickness of editing video is way easier than a touch screen on a display. Maybe that'll change in the future. The precision. So it does not make logical sense for them to do that. Why else would they be doing that? To fucking, I mean, I'm not a coder or anything, but I would think it's easier to make code for desktop stuff than it is for mobile apps. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seems a little fishy.
Now, to be not devil's advocate or anything like that, but I like to play fair whenever I look at any situation, right? So to be 100% fair,
yes, sir.
I would imagine that over 90% of their users, CapCut's users, are on the phone, so they prioritize it.
That's a good point.
However, how motherfucking ever, you just gotta change a little bit of fucking code. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a coder, so I don't know, but literally,
I don't.
If you're doing one update,
if you're a coder, let me know if that makes sense.
But it's like when you play a game on Xbox, right? And there's an update, like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So let's take Call of Duty for example.
PC has always been the it depends.
So hear me out. Hear me out real quick. So when Call of Duty has one of those fucking 4 gigabyte updates, right? There are not 4, 20 fucking gig updates they have every month, right? It's not just for Xbox. It's not just for PlayStation. It's not just for computer. It's for all of them at the same exact time. So wouldn't it make sense? Or am I missing something? I don't know how coding all works. But it's
I think
ridiculous.
I think everyone wants. I think all these powerful entities that are controlling our technological future want us to be on a device that will probably eventually just be inside your brain and controlled by your mind, which would be pretty damn cool.
Well, so
at the same time, a little creepy.
Here's a quick conspiracy
closing
theory
it out
to close it out.
Cliffhanger.
So wouldn't it make most sense if we are all unhappy with our government and stuff like that? Now, if we focus too heavily on that, we will rebel. However, if we do not have the mental capacity to focus on something for a long period of time, if we do not have the ability to survive without the government for a while, then we will not be able to rebel. So if the goal is for the absolute dissolution of rebellion, they have really won at the moment.
They're winning, and we'll all be enslaved by the phones.
We already have.
Just try to have a healthy balance, I guess.
Go outside, put your feet on the ground, let the electricity of the earth go through your body.
And thank you for listening and watching. Hit the like button, comments, rate, review. Have a good one. Peace.
Let me know what you think about TikTok in the comments.